Hello and welcome back to our channel and to the ORAN series. After having looked at the introduction, timelines and releases, architecture and the TSC and work groups, in this video we will look at work group 1 in some more detail. In the last part we discussed that there are 10 work groups or WGs as they are often referred to. Workgroup 1 or WG1 has the overall responsibility of the ORAN architecture and use cases. It identifies tasks to be completed within the scope of the architecture and use cases and assigns task group leads to drive these tasks to completion while working across other ORAN workgroups. Within Workgroup 1, there are several task groups and subtask groups. Let's quickly discuss them here. The architecture task group is responsible for the overall ORAN architecture. So the team needs to be aware of all discussions within every other group. Similarly, all other work groups would need to be updated with the latest updates and changes in the architecture. The use case task group is responsible for identification of potential use cases enabled by ORAN, definition and detailed top-level use cases, and inter-workgroup alignment, and finally, dissemination of these use cases. The dissemination would generally be in the form of ORAN white papers, etc. Then we have the network slicing task group that is responsible for studying of network slicing and its requirements in ORAN, defining ORAN slicing use cases to submit to use case task group, and finally ensuring that the features are aligned between all different work groups. Then we have the OAM task group. I have highlighted this in red to indicate that these task groups have now been transferred to Workgroup 10. We will discuss these as part of Workgroup 10. The Security Task Group or STG is responsible for development of an ORAN security architecture, framework and guidelines spanning across the entire ORAN architecture. It specifies security requirements, architectures, and frameworks in support of open interfaces defined by other ORAN workgroups. It is responsible for collecting the security requirements and solutions from all other workgroups and negotiating as necessary to ensure uniform requirements and designs among the relevant workgroups, thereby allowing a standardized security architecture. Finally, we have the demos and proof of concepts task group. Workgroup 1 is responsible for quite a few specifications. Let's start looking at them one by one. The one that is most often referred to is the ORAN architecture description. This document identifies the key functions and interfaces adopted by ORAN. This document was the main source of our first video in this series, Introduction to ORAN Philosophy. If you haven't seen it yet, please do check it out. ORAN Operations and Maintenance Architecture Specification studies ORAN OAM architecture and interface functions. The OAM architecture supports a variety of management network deployment models, including the model of management entities like NMS or EMS or MANO, connecting directly to the network elements, as well as the indirect connection model. The separate OAM interface document provides details of the functions and protocols conveyed over the interface that include management functions, procedures, operations, and corresponding solutions. ORAN use case detailed specification describes the top-level use cases as defined by use case task group. For each use case, the document describes the motivation, resources, steps involved, and the data requirements. These top-level use cases are further detailed in relevant work groups along with the requirements for ORAN components and their interfaces. The use cases analysis report describes potential ORAN use cases as defined by use case task group. The use cases are described at very high level, emphasizing how the use is enabled by ORAN architecture along with basic input data expectations and resulting actions. These high-level use cases are prioritized within ORAN, and selected use cases are further detailed in use case task group and other relevant ORAN work groups to define the requirements for ORAN components and their interfaces. Study on ORAN slicing provides common terminology for slicing, an overview of slicing activities in different SDOs like 3GPP, ETSI, ONAP, GSMA, etc., and provides the high-level view of ORAN slicing framework and architecture along with different deployment options. ORAN slicing architecture describes the high-level ORAN slicing related use cases, requirements, and architecture. While some of the requirements are derived from use cases, some of the relevant SDO requirements are captured as they have an impact on ORAN functions. Along with requirements and reference slicing architecture, slicing related impact to ORAN functions and interfaces are captured as well. Finally, we have ORAN information model and data model specification. Now, this document is both a specification as well as an informational report, as it specifies the information model and the data models that lay the foundation for ORAN's model-driven architecture and for the functions carried over ORAN interfaces, example the management functions, procedures, operations, and corresponding solutions. Due to the formation of Workgroup 10 not so long back, the OM architecture and interface specifications have been transferred to Workgroup 10. They are highlighted in red here. So this was ORAN Alliance Workgroup 1 in brief. I am planning to now go through the rest of them over time. As always, feel free to let us know what you think. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thanks again for watching and see you again soon. Goodbye.